all I did, Ohio State Historical Society had a drawing of him, and all I did was use the drawing as my model and paint, and I added a few things like the ring in his nose and some things up here and put a medal on him. And everybody wants a copy of that thing, and it's the craziest thing. I sent, I bet 5 or 6 of those out already, that people are descendants wanting a copy of Cornstalk. So you never know when you paint them how they're going to work out or anything. And then I had Simon Kenton. I don't know if you can leaf back up a little higher. I had Simon Kenton and Daniel Boone that I painted from old portraits on him. Yeah, there's Simon Kenton, I see, and that's a Miami chief there. But Simon Kenton, everybody knows about him around here. He ran the gauntlet, 9 gauntlets, and what a gauntlet is when they line 2 rows of Indians up and they run you down through it as a captive, and they beat you with sticks and clubs and anything they can get a hold of, throw sand in your face, and whatever they can do to you to punish you. And if you're man enough to make it to the council house, well, you've lived a little while and maybe be adopted, but if not, they just kill you on the spot. So Simon was pretty tough. He was 6, I don't know, 4 or 5, and a big guy, and he lived out in the wilderness like an Indian. And this was in his old age. Some artists thought well enough to that he was important enough to go up and paint his portrait, and there was only two or three at the most he painted of him. And there wasn't any painted until I started painting them. Now I see everybody's painting them, but I painted this off on an old engraving, and I painted about 2 or 3 of them myself. A lady that runs the Simon Kenton Corridor, they named a highway after him from 68 up at Kenton, Ohio. I think it goes down through the Ohio River, and then it goes through Kentucky, and it's called the Simon Kenton Corridor. And I painted her one. She talks to Simon every day she comes in the house. She has it behind her door, or not behind the door, but right where she comes in the door. And she says, "Hi, Simon," and they talk a little bit and everything. It's just kind of comic how she does with that painting, but she loves that painting of Simon. And this one's the one that hangs over in the Xenia Historical Society, so that's close by here. If you ever get over there, why, I have Daniel Boone and Simon, and Daniel's on here if you want to show him, and then I'll shut this gabbing off here. He's up a little higher, I believe, Jennifer. Yeah, there we go. Daniel Boone by Harding there. This was from an old engraving, too, and Chester Harding painted Boone in his old age. He was 80 years old out in Missouri, and I don't know if he put cotton in his mouth or not, but he doesn't look like he's missing his teeth there or anything. But he painted just his face and a little bit of his coat, and then there was a number of paintings he painted from that likeness. But those 2 artists, we'd never know what Daniel Boone and Simon Kenton looked like if it wasn't for them. So, and they went out in some pretty rugged area to get these paintings, and I always liked those 2, and I took them over to Xenia, and Boone was a captive there in Xenia for a while before he escaped. So they both had a big part in the Xenia history over there, and it's right in our backyard, and most people don't even know about it until they see my pictures and we talk about it. So anyhow, that's about all I can tell you about all this Indian stuff here. I brought a few things here. I might just mention kids like to see war bonnets. I made that up and made a little wampum belt and the skin with some drawings on it, and then they like to celebrate their peace pipes with these big calumets. It's made out of river cane, and they hung the feathers on there and everything, and pretty neat things I always thought. And I have that hanging on the wall in my den. And this is a medal I carved out of pewter, and I dropped it bringing it over here, and I glued the thing back on there. It looks kind of shabby right now, but I'll have to get it soldered back on. But it has the 2 engravings and the eagle on the back. Walla Olam is a big thing that the Delawares kept all their history on. And everybody, all the Indians had a verse for each one of these, and that's the way they remembered things along with those belts, told a story. And if you ever see this is crossed arrows pointing down. That means friendship. So if you see that hanging someplace, why, you know they're friendly, we hope. And let's see what else I got here. Oh, I bought this just for the fun of it. This is kind of gruesome, but a lot of people never knew what a scalp looked like, but they got a piece of willow and circled it, and they just have a piece of the scalp there with the hair, and they tied it on there and put it over the fire to burn the part that was spoiled on it, and a lot of the kids get a kick out of that, so I thought I would throw it and bring it along here. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I got a kick out of it when I saw it. I guess I'm a kid. But anyhow, the book here I have up here I wanted to mention. I just got this yesterday. Haven't read it yet, but it looks like a really good book. But there's about 10 of my paintings, some of them that you've seen here on the thing here in color. And it might be something if you're interested in history. I think it's about $16. A lady over there contacted me about using my paintings in there, and it tells a lot about the Wyandots and the Mission Church up at Upper Sandusky. And that's a nice place to go to if you've never been to Upper Sandusky, to see the old church where the Indians actually celebrated. I have some paintings in another Native American church up at Finley, but it's one that's a modern church that the Methodists give some Indians a church up there, and they're developing it and making it a Native American church, and that's probably the only one in Ohio that I know of. So anyhow, I think that about does the program, other than having some sweets back there that Jennifer was kind enough to make for us, and hope you all have a nice Thanksgiving, and I thank you for sharing the fire with me. This is what I like to talk about. Hope I wasn't too boring. Thanks a lot.